It's about fair to Shabuzet. This is your boy Kabavovo, aka Ivo Beliche, the Big G at Kubela. Welcome to you. A very, very good morning to you. Dumelango Haye, Sanbonani, Molweni, Nda, Riatamisha. It is a Sunday morning. It is the 13th of December 2020. You know, like you used to Friday the 13th. This morning it is the Sunday the 13th. I hope you're blessed and you're good where we are. I'm good and blessed here in this Big G Studios. This is your show, Ivo Talk. I am your boy Kabavovo, aka Ivo Beliche, the Big G at Kubela. I'm in your space to do nothing but to motivate you and encourage you and make sure that you become the best that you can be. Before we carry on and we kick on the show, I just want to say thank you for your time this morning. I just want to say thank you for supporting me, thank you for believing in me, and thank you for making sure that you always tune in and you always, check out this production. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Like I always say, all the time. This show is all about you. There's nothing that I want. All that I want is to see you great and to see you succeeding and becoming the best that you can be in your life. Okay, we're gonna kick on the show. But before we kick on the show and we go to the verse like we always do, I just want you to check this storyline. Today's show, I'm flying solo, like I always do, in terms of there's no feature today. If you follow my shows or follow this show, if we talk, you'll realize that recently we've introduced some features where we feature different guests in the show, just to tell us about their lives and tell us about a bit of their experience and their views in terms of the topic that we're talking about on that day. Still on the views, I hope you did enjoy the video that we did together with my son Umambo during the course of the week about the GBV. Thank you so much for those people that liked and shared the video, and also the perfect timing last week, the video that we had last week, talking about the perfect timing, the power of perfect timing. Thank you so much to our guest, Mr. Zamugu Bisane, for coming through for us and making sure that he's part of the show. Thank you so much, my brother. I salute you. And I hope you really did enjoy the show last week and you were touched and blessed by his views and by his impartation in terms of what he shared with us. And we're gonna have more of things like that going forward, coming next year. By the way, when I'm still on that, this is the second last show of this year, being 2020. This is the second last show of Ivo Talk. So next week Sunday, this will be the last show on Ivo Talk, and we're gonna take a break and we're gonna say Happy Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. And we will see each other on the second week or on the second Sunday of January, where we'll be opening this show, Ivo Talk. We just need to take a rest and chill and enjoy the festive season as well, even though we'll be still working and doing other things. But now and again, the cover of YouTube channel will still be active. Now and again, I'm going to post some things there just to, motivate you and to, stay in touch with you so that you don't forget about me. Come next year, 2021, and still remember about your boy, Kabavovo, aka Vaveliche, the Big G at Kubela, the auntie, that wants to see you great and succeeding in life. Before we go to the word, like we always do on the Sunday morning, today I put it as a smaller new feature of a storyline. Just check it out, and then we'll be right back with the verse. and we're gonna kick on the show. And I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna introduce the show to you, and I'm going to say a couple of things, and I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Check out the storyline, and then we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't change the channel. In the Bible, you know, these two stories, two different stories. Né? In these two different stories, in the first story, we find two women that are cousins, Elizabeth and Mary. Né? And these two ladies, they are cousins. Né? And other than the fact that they're cousin or they're cousins, there's a common goal that put them or brought them together. It is the pregnancy. So, and it's not only just the pregnancy, but it was the impossibilities, you know, happening to them. Because if you read your Bible, you will know that Mary got pregnant without actually having the actual sexual intercourse, of which that is kind of like an impossibility, and then that became possible, and that happened, you know. And then at the very same breath, cousin wakhe, Elizabeth, also the angel told Mary that cousin wako, your cousin Elizabeth, is also going to fall pregnant, is actually pregnant, or going to be pregnant in her late age. So that's the first story. Don't forget that, because as the show goes on, you will get to understand how does this come into the show of today. So that's the first story. It's two women named Mary, the other one named Elizabeth, and both of them, they're cousins, and there's one common goal that brought them together, or kind of like two common goals that brought them together, but the main one that I want to focus on, it is the pregnancy. But another common goal is that impossibility part, because it happens in an unusual way. It also happens at a very late stage of their lives. Okay, now see a story. Here's another story. It's also two women. Né? So these ones, unfortunately, the writer never gave us their names. You know, it just gave us their profession. So this other story is also two women. Né? These two women, we don't have their names, but they were prostitutes. So meaning their relationship with each other is colleagues. So they are colleagues. And then what happened is, on this story, both of them, they were pregnant. They found themselves pregnant. How? Don't ask me, because they're a prostitute. How does the prostitute get pregnant in a process of, you know, because I guess that will affect their careers or their jobs? I ask, but Anikolap. Historicity, these two were pregnant. Yeah? And then the time went, 9 months, done. So, and then now they had to give birth. And then both of them, they gave birth almost around about the same time, or around about the same week, because I think there was 3 days in between the other one. So coincidentally, both of them, they gave birth to baby boys. So now you can know, like God. So one night, they were sleeping, né? And then they were in the same room. There was no evidence, there was no witness or something. It was just the two of them. So they were sleeping, like bakone inganzabo, like, you know, like holding their babies in their breast and stuff like that, giving them love. And then during the course of the night, a very terrible tragedy thing happened. The other one, it looks like she was careless in terms of her sleeping, or I think maybe she was tired after giving birth or whatever. She slept on the baby, and the baby died. So during the course of the night, so at the morning, she wakes up. Yeah? And when she wakes up, she realizes that the baby is dead. Now what? And then the evil thought, I guess, came into her mind that, okay, fine, let me take my dead baby, put it on this other colleague of mine's breast or chest, and take that alive baby and put it next to me. That's what they did. That's what she did. Come the morning, they wake up. The other one that the baby was stolen, was taken. She wakes up in the morning, the baby is dead, like, kanjani manje, what happened, So, and then she looks at the baby, said, no man, this is not my baby, And then, I guess, obviously, she looked at the other baby. She said, no, that's my baby, the living one. So, ahlanganise u-1 no-2, and then come up with the thing that obviously it means this one killed the baby or slept on top of the baby and killed the baby, now stole my baby, and then akasafuni manje nengane yami sekakela ukuthi yakhe, So now it becomes a case now, it becomes an issue, and then they go to court. And then when they go to court, those days, in the olden days, it wasn't like these days where there's a magistrate or whatever. So the king is the one that was addressing or, taking care of the case or, hearing the case and giving a decision or a judgment on the case. So, mabefika lapana, this one that the baby stolen, we are this is what happened, and this one stole my baby, blah blah blah, like I to cut the long story short, like I said. So this one also said, no, this is my baby and what. So they were arguing in front of the king. Fortunately enough, the king was a wise king. And the king said, okay, this one says it's her baby, the living one. That one says it's her baby, the living one. So there's argument here. So let's come up with the solution. Okay, bring me an X. Let's turn in Bazula. Okay, bring me an X. So we're going to cut this living baby in half. So the other one is going to take half, the other one is going to take half. That was powerful wisdom. Someone can think of that was terrible, but that was powerful wisdom. Listen to this. So what happens is, when that was about to happen, the real mother of this baby boy said to the king, my lord, with all due respect, I ask that even if I lose the case and she gets the baby, let us not kill the baby. Let the baby be alive, and then she can take the baby. And then clearly it showed that, because the other one was saying, if I cannot have this baby, you can't have the baby too. So rather the baby dies. So in common sense, no woman or no parent can want to see her baby being cut or being killed like that, So clearly it revealed the trueness and the reality of the story here, that the other one is not a baby. The real matter is this one, to say, I'd rather lose the case, but as long as my baby is alive. Because here's the thing, if my baby's alive, there's still a chance, there's still a capability and a possibility of that I might, get united with my baby, and isn't Dozibe right? This story, it gives us these two stories, is two sets of women. These stories represent two types of people that you will meet in your life if you haven't met them. As we go to 2021, these two people, as I've taught you, And I've said many things about greatness. These two people you're going to meet in 2021 if you haven't met them in 2020. Number one, the first person is a person that is for you, that get excited about. By the way, on the first story, there's a very important thing that I left out. So at some stage, Umeri went to visit Elizabeth. And when he goes to Elizabeth, the excitement, she greeted Elizabeth, the excitement in Elizabeth, it even touched the baby, and the baby was kicking. Do you understand? That's how much connection, that's how much power, and they had together. Because remember, be careful of the people that you hang around with. Be careful of the people that you do things with. The first set of people are cousins, and there's a common goal of which is pregnancy. But beyond that, there's a common blood line of which they're cousins. These two, they're just colleagues. Even though there's a common goal and a common ground of pregnancy and stuff like that, but they're colleagues. But there's nothing greater other than that. Hence, at the end, the other one became evil to the other one. So in life, there are people that you're going to work with, that you're going to do things with, that are going to be supportive and be good to you. But be careful who you bring in life. And the other in life, there's another person. The second person is the person that is going to work with you, you building together. But come the end, when their dream and when their success doesn't come out the way that they wanted it to, they're going to come to destroy you. The other one will support you till the end. No matter what happens, they will be excited and be happy with you till the end. And you'll enjoy life and the fruits together. The other one will be out there because of greed, because of selfishness. I hope you enjoyed that story. Please watch the show, and you will get to link the story that I've shared with you on the show and with the show, and then hopefully it's going to make sense to you. Sharp of it. A very good morning to you, Dumelango Haye, Sanbonani, Molweni, Nda, Riatamisha. This is your boy Kabavovo, aka Vavelihle, the big G at Kubela. You are tuned in to Kabavovo YouTube channel. This is the show, your show, Evovo Talk. The show where we talk about everything else that matters in life and leave nothing unattended. It is the Sunday morning, it is the 13th of December 2020. I hope you're good and you're blessed wherever you are, and also good and blessed. Yeah. We're gonna go to the Word of God like we always do every morning or every Sunday morning to set up the show, and we're going to read the verse. And you're gonna like. I hope you're gonna like and enjoy the verse, because it's a powerful verse. It's a powerful verse. It's two verses, that I'm gonna read to you, and I hope you're going to enjoy the show. When was the last time you heard this song, by the way? Knocking on the heaven's door. I'm knocking on your door. With the verse, so that we'll be able to knock together one day on that heaven's door. This is Vovo Talk. I am your boy Kabavovo, aka Vovelihle, the big G at Kubela. Hope you're good. Umnand, Umjojo. Now verse saying on a Sunday morning. I hope, by the way, if you are on your way to church or you've been to church, everything went well. The pastor or Umfundis did touch everything that you were supposed to do. And we're on a Christmas mood because in a couple of days we'll be celebrating Uzalaga Jesus. By the way, I keep it, so remember the reason for the season. But I need to laugh. The verse that we're reading this morning, being the 13th of December 2020 on this show, Eve of a Talk. The first verse, it's found in the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 41. It says, when Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. The second one, these two verses, it's found in the book of 1 Kings, chapter 3. It's a long story and it's a couple of verses there. If you want to understand the story, I hope you did listen to the storyline that I played just now before reading this verse, because I wanted to give you a background there of what we kind of like be talking about. By the way, this is not a sermon as much as I'm quoting the verse, as much as I have founded this show or this topic of today on those verses or on those storyline that is I took on those verses. It's, however, this is not a sermon. I'm not preaching here. This is a Vovo Talk, the show where we're just talking, chilile on a Sunday morning, talking about the events, the issues of life and the things that matters in life. In a moment, I'm going to introduce the topic to you, and you're going to understand why I chose these verses and what is this show all about today. So if you want to understand on those two verses that you want to read, you can read the 1 Kings chapter 3 verse 16 to 28, but I'm not going to read all those verses. I'm just going to read two verses there, and then you can link it with the storyline that I've told you earlier on. Verse 19, during the night this woman's son died because she lay on him. Verse 20, so she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from his side while your servant was asleep. She put him by her breast and put her dead son by my breast. Those are the verses that founded today's show. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be right back, and I'm not going to say much about these verses because the storyline kind of like explained everything about these verses. And I'm going to be right back introducing our topic of today to you, and I hope you're going to enjoy this topic. Now, welcome back. Now we've came into that time that you've been waiting for, where we introduce the topic of this morning being Sunday, the 13th of December 2020. We are still tuned into Eve of a Talk. This is your show where we talk about everything else and we leave nothing unattended. This is cover of a YouTube channel. This is the Big G's production. We welcome you. Okay, the topic of this morning being the Sunday, the 13th, the beautiful Sunday. It says the kick of a silent kick. You know the kick? The kick of a silent kick. You have the verses that we read this morning, and you've had the storyline that I've told you about, and I'm sure now you understand the topic that gets linked to those verses. So, like the verse said, that when Mary met Elizabeth, the excitement was there, the kick was there. Here's the thing. All of us in life, we are pregnant with our dreams, our goals, our vision. Like I always say, that this show is all about greatness, it's all about great things. But here's the thing that happens in life. There are two types of people that you find in life, or that you will find in your life if you haven't found them or met them. Are people that are pregnant with you, that are gonna be, you're gonna feel the kick together with them, that are for you no matter what comes, whatever challenge, whatever situation of the journey, of the pregnancy, of the process in this pregnancy, of the goals and the dreams. By the way, when I kept on saying pregnancy, I'm not talking about literal pregnancy as in a woman being pregnant, but I'm talking about being pregnant with the greatness, being pregnant with the dreams, being pregnant with the vision and the great things that you want to do and you want to achieve in your life. So that is the first person that will hear your baby kicking, and even if his baby or her baby is not kicking, they will still be excited for your baby. That is a type of person that you need to keep in your life. And the second type of person that you need to be worried about and to be careful about in your life is the type of a person that will hear your baby kicking and her baby or his baby won't be kicking, and will have a problem with that. So when somebody doesn't celebrate you, or when somebody doesn't encourage you, that becomes a problem in life, because that person, I like the fact that the stories that I read this morning, it's two sets of women. Yeah. Women are powerful people. Women are great. Women are wonderful. Women are everything. Women, when God have created everything and then created a woman. One wise man, old man that I once worked with, he once said to me, Mkize, a woman can do two things to you. A woman can build you, or a woman can destroy you. So, and I said to him, and I asked, and I sat and I listened to this wise old man, and I asked him, if you say a woman can make you or a woman can destroy you, how do you see if a woman is going to destroy you or a woman is going to make you? And he said it's very simple. If a woman that you have in your life is not making you or is not contributing to making you, he's in a process or planning to destroy you. What am I saying to you? I'm saying these two types of people that you need to be careful. There's a kick, there's a healthy kick in life where your baby kicks, or both babies kicks at the same time, boom, boom, and then you get excited. Sometimes the other one kicks, sometimes the other one baby doesn't kick, but the bond and the relationship and the friendship stays together. Each and every time the baby kicks, whether it's mine or whether it's yours, we celebrate it. Do you understand? That is building together. While I'm still on that point, it is important in life that when when you're going through a season, or you're going through a phase, or you're going through certain thing in life, you spend time, or you surround yourself, or you get surrounded by people that are going through the same thing. Because why is that important? That is important because when people, like for example in this case, let's take literally the pregnancy, the literal pregnancy of a woman being pregnant. As Ukabavova, I believe that I'm great, I believe that I've went through a lot, and I believe that I can do so many things. I believe that I've got strength and courage and all those things then. But however, though I've never been pregnant in my life, as much as I've seen pregnant people, I've been surrounded by pregnant people, I've seen the things that they go through, the mood swings and the everything and all those things there. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not pregnant. I've never been pregnant in my life. Let alone the pregnancy on its own. There's that time of the month that the women go through, Sometimes when they get pains and stuff like that, Sometimes when my wife goes through those things, at times I feel like, not to say at Mama Jelon, I just have attention too much. Do you understand? Ngati Manje is like, she's making this thing too much. That is the problem. When you're going through certain thing in life and being surrounded by people that don't understand the situation and the thing that you're going through in your life, it becomes a problem, because those people can easily say, this one is crazy. If you are pregnant with greatness, if you are pregnant with a dream, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be an accountant, or if you want to be a businessman, or you want to be a pilot, or whatever it is that you want to be, what you aspiring to do, you know exactly what you want to do. So it is important that you surround yourself people that are of the same caliber, of the same greatness, because people that are not understanding your situation, they can suffocate you and they can kill your dream. Because every time you have to work overnight, you have to, exclude yourself, and they're going to start naming you as Chela, where else you are building on something. People that does this, the same dream, got the same goal, they will understand that now and again, as much as you hook up as a group, as people, they will understand that there are times where you need to separate yourself. So that is the first person of the kick, of which the kick is healthy. It's good. When the baby kicks, man kicks, they kick together or they kick differently, it doesn't matter, because I believe in you, you believe in me. That is the beautiful kick. Here's the dangerous one. The dangerous one is the one where I come in and I say the kick of a silent kick. How does the kick become silent? The kick becomes silent because the second type of a person is the same person. There was like that woman, the prostitute that we talked about on the storyline. They got pregnant, they were colleagues, these people, they're working together, and they got pregnant at the same time, and they gave birth at almost the same time, and the other one's baby died, and the other one now he steals the other person's baby. That is the danger. Be careful of people like that. As much as as much as there's a common ground and a common goal, but it is very important for you to make sure that there is something that is far greater than just the common goal, of which is the pregnancy, and the common goal that you are colleagues. Like I said on the storyline, The other ones were cousins and they were preggies together. But beyond that, there was something beyond, far greater than that, of which is the bloodline. I know sometimes family members can cover, they can do bad things to you, but you know, there's that say that says blood is thicker than water. It doesn't really have to be blood, but what I'm saying is there should be something stronger and something greater that have joined you guys together, that have what you call foundated your guys' friendship, so that you don't find yourself in a situation, a finale, where you walked together, and when we've done so many things together, but however, at the end, things becomes sour and things becomes dangerous, because simple it means that you were never my friend, you were never for me. All that we are there to do is to suck the energy out of me, or to use me to get through to the other side, and then at the end it shows. So you need to be careful about that. That is what I came to tell you this morning on the show, to motivate you and to encourage you and to warn you about that. As we're wrapping up 2020, going to 2021, I said when I introduced the show today, in the very, very beginning, I said, and that is a very dangerous creation. You know, the problem with the human being, like I said, it's the potential that you have, it's the possibilities that makes people hate you. And the very, very sad thing about these two types of people, the worst, the negative one, is greed. Because I strongly believe in my heart that that woman that stole the living baby, the woman of a living baby, the mother of a living baby, if she found out that the other one lost her baby, I'm sure she wouldn't have mind for them to enjoy this child together. She could have been like an aunt or a godmother to the child. But because of greed, because of this sickness of which is greed, he allowed that sickness, and he have killed the relationship that they had together. So be careful of people like that. Be careful of greedy people. Be careful of people that are going to kick you from the behind. Be careful of the people that are going to kick you in the mountain and you fall down. Be careful of the silent kick. Because you know, it's better the enemy and the devil that you know than the devil that you don't know. You know, like, it's better to have enemies and you know ukuthi hayi lo angisondeli lapha angikudla ukudla kwakhe, I don't even come closer to that person. Masibonana at the distance, ita fele shabuzet, that's it, you know. That is better. But be careful of the people that are going to come blinding you with a vision and with a fake vision of the same common goal of whatever situation that you're going through. Because remember, the situation that you're going through, it's a situation that passes. Then after the situation, what are you going to be left with? Remember, the pregnancy is only 9 months. Then after 9 months, what happens? As you can see, what happened after 9 months. Be careful of those people. Your dream, your vision, your greatness in 2021, Now I've in this past 3 months of the show Evolve Talk, I've talked about greatness, I've talked about so many things. I've talked about reserve courage, the very first topic that we had on the show. I've prepared you for greatness. I've prepared you for courage. Now I'm preparing you for the coming year. 2020 is almost done. There's nothing much we can do about it. We've been through a lot and hardships and all those things, but 2021 is around the corner. And I believe in you. I believe that there's so many things that you want to do and you want to achieve in 2021. But if Bubes, a lion, and an elephant, it won't kill you if you stay away from it. But the dangerous creature is the one that is your friend, is the one that is next to you, is the one that you walk with, is the one that you feel the kicks together. Question those kicks that you feel together. Is it the healthy kick, or is it the kick of the silent kick? Because I can tell you, at the end of the day, whatever happens, the kick will be there and will always be there. It's either the kick will be healthy or the kick will be the silent kick. All I want for you, I want you to be great, and I wish the best for you. That's why I'm encouraging you and motivating you and warning you about these things, so that I'm not saying, that's why it's important to have wisdom, to pray for wisdom, and to pray for the Spirit of God and the guidance of God to guide you, to be able to discern the Spirit and to be able to discern the people that God brings into your life. As we wrap up the year and we're going to start the new year, there's those fastings and prayers that gets done and all those things. I don't know what you do, I don't know what religion you do and whatever things that you do, in whatever way that you put yourself together, in whatever way that you silence yourself and pray or do whatever that you do, my ask to you is that you make this prayer to God to help you, or your ancestors, or the universe, or whatever you call it, wherever you get your great power, wherever you ask things from, wherever you ask wisdom from, it's up to you. Wherever you ask wisdom, my ask to you is that you ask that they give you courage and they give you wisdom to discern if the kick is the correct kick, is the healthy kick, or if the kick is the silent kick that is starting and covering itself as a healthy kick. Because that silent kick is dangerous. It's going to destroy everything that you have worked for. This is your boy Kaba Vovo, aka Vovelisha, the big jet Kupela. This is Evolve Talk. You are tuned into Kaba Vovo YouTube channel. We're going to be right back, and I'm going to mention a few things to you in terms of why is it the silent kick, and the things that you need to notice on that silent kick. And I'm going to wrap up the show, and I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to leave you to your Sunday, and you can carry on with whatever that you do. I hope you're blessed and you're good wherever you are, and you're still enjoying the show, and I'm opening certain things in your heart and in your mind as we go on with the show. I'll be right back with the last slot of the show, and I'm going to say goodbye to you. Don't go anywhere. It's Habafit to Shabuzet. You're still tuning into Kaba Vovo YouTube channel. This is Evolve Talk. I am your boy Kabavovo, aka Ivavelihle, the big jet Gubela. It is the Sunday morning, it is the 13th of December 2020. This is the second last show of this year, and we are talking about the kick of Silent Kick. I hope so far you're enjoying the show, and we're actually coming to the end of this show, and I hope you're good and you're blessed wherever you are. Here's the couple of things that I want to say to you as I wrap up the show and I say goodbye to you. When you look at the word kick, there's only one letter that is like unique or common. There's a C there. If you take out the C in the kick, you're gonna get something else like kick or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know how you can pronounce that. But the bottom line is the word kick, to be complete and to be correct, it has that C. But however, that C in the kick, you do not pronounce it. You do not hear it. When someone is saying kick, they don't say kissik, they say kick, and then you don't hear the C, but the C is there. So now that's where the silent kick comes in. The C in the kick is very, very important. These are the following things. I'm going to read something here that I've wrote down because of time, and just listen to what I'm going to read and take note. You're gonna hear there's gonna be a couple of words that start with a C, and that's got a powerful and a great meaning that is going to help you in terms of opening your eyes and getting wisdom of differentiating these two kicks and these two people in your life, the healthy kick and the silent kick. This is the C in the kick, and the C is silent in the kick. Listen to this. We have seized the journey. We have seized the journey. Seized. We have carried to full term. We have carried. We have found comfort in one another through our cousin/colleague relationship. We have celebrated together. However, our celebration has caused us to be comfortable with each other, and we forgot to be careful and cautious of each other. And we became careless, and in the end, the crisis that we find ourselves in revealed that our care for each other was never real and truthful. It was only a care for a common goal of our pregnancy. And our carelessness have cost us life, friendship, possibilities of potential of a great future that we could have had together, because our common goal had no commitment, and they were controlled by greed. That is the C on that silent kick. As you season the journey, of your life, of greatness and success and everything that you do and that you're going to do in 2021 or still in 2020 as well, as you're going to be carrying throughout the journey, be careful of the comfort zone that you find yourself in. Don't be too comfortable with the wrong people. Don't be too comfortable with the wrong things and the evil things that are going to kill your dream and that are going to steal your baby. As you celebrate wisely. Remember that celebration is for a moment, and you still to carry on to work again. For the fact that you've achieved something and you've achieved a certain phase of what you're working on, that doesn't mean that it's the end of the story. There are things that you still have to work on. Your celebration should be nice and good and limited, because too much celebration is okudala, izokubhayizisa and uzolahla. Be careful after the celebration. Be cautious during the celebration, and understand that other people, the care that they have for you is not the real care, is not the truthful care. It's all about the common thing that they find themselves in, the knowledge that you have, they wanted to, the achievement that you want, they wanted to. So that's why bakuskimile. Kahle, they are not for you. Because if you're not careful enough with that, your carelessness is going to cost you. It's going to cost you your dream, it's going to cost you your greatness, it's going to cost you your future, it's going to cost you the possibilities that you could have had to grow higher and further in life. And lastly, or second last, what you so-called the common goal is not always real common. It's a look-alike. Because your one, it's a goal that's got greatness and backed by good heart and good deeds and the righteousness and the right way of doing things. But the other one is backed by greed, is backed by selfishness, is backed by bad attitude, is backed by me. While you're saying we can succeed together, the other one says, I can succeed on my own by sucking out everything that I can suck from you. Be careful of that. The common goal is not always really common. Sometimes it's a look-alike. The last one. Be committed to your dream. Be committed to your kicks. Be committed to your greatness. Be committed to your vision. And do not commit yourself to people. And be careful of the people that you commit and the things that you commit yourself into. And make sure that in whatever that happens in your life and whoever that you partner with in the journey of greatness, remember, these warnings and these things that I'm saying on this show today, I'm not saying do not work with people, do not partner with people. We need each other in this life. But however, what I'm saying to you is be careful, because other people are not committed to you as much as they might utter it or say it or look like they are committed, but have wisdom to ascertain the real commitment in your life. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is your boy Kaba Vovo, aka Vovelisha, the big jet Kupela. This was your show, Vovo Talk. We were talking about the kick of the silent kick. I hope it did open certain things in your life and it did touch you in your life. Remember to click like and to share and to subscribe. Those subscriptions and those likes are very, very important. I just want to thank you guys. The viewing of last week's show and the show that we did together with my son during the week was so amazing, and I can see the growth even with the new subscriptions as well. To the new subscribers that subscribed during the course of the week, welcome to Vovo Talk. Welcome to Kaba Vovo YouTube channel. I will welcome you. I hope you're gonna enjoy this journey of greatness with us. So I appreciate you and I salute you. And get well now, all the time. Like I always say, that go out there, be great. It's a Monday tomorrow. It's the 14th. The 14th is the day of love, you know. Go out there, be full of love and be full of greatness, and be careful of the kicks that you see and you commit yourself into. Do share this show. Someone needs to hear it, and someone needs to hear this message, and be good, be great. Like I always say, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Facebook. I am Kabavovo on Facebook, I am Kabavovo as well on Instagram. Other than that, you can send me an email on vomakabavovo, and we can always chat there. And if really comes to push, you need my digits, I can share my digit with you. You can also, send me a message on Messenger under Facebook, and we can have a communication there, and we can help each other with whatever that we can help with. Other than that, you can always catch me on this channel, Kabavovo YouTube channel, and check out my videos and everything that I do here on this channel. But more and above, you can always just check me out on a Sunday morning on this show, Eve Over Talk. However, though, like I said, this is the second last show this year, so next week is the last show on Eve Over Talk. And don't miss it. Make sure that you don't miss the next week's show as our last show. And I'm so excited. Next week we're getting close to celebrating our 4 months. 4 months. 4. No, we've done great as Eve Over Talk. I'm grateful with what have happened. I hope we've, in this 4 months, or almost 4 months, we've deposited great things in your life, and we've done an impact in your life. Please do comment and the things that we've, how we've impacted in your life, because this show is all about you. It's not about me, it's not about what, but it's all about your future and your greatness. This is how I say goodbye. Have a blessed Sunday, and have a blessed day, have a blessed week ahead, have a blessed festive season. Be safe and be good. I hear the second wave of COVID have started. Whatever that you do, social distance, put those masks on, and sanitize and keep safe, because I want to see you next year, and I want to see you in the years to come. All the time. Sharp.